Hi and welcome back to the channel. When you're building a van conversion, there's a lot of bed options out there, whether it's a fixed bed, double bed, single bed, difference in sizes. But for what I want it to do for this motorcycle carrying camper van is to be slim enough in order to get my units in there. It's got to be comfortable because I do turn over in my sleep, so I don't want to be falling out of bed. And plus, if I need to make it into a double, I want that slide out option. Now, there's plenty of options out there, but they're quite expensive. The last one I did on a Transit Connect, I did it with a double bed, sawn it in half, and then built it up and made the sliding mechanism. It did work, but it wasn't perfect. There's a lot of pre-built ones that are out there, but they're very, very expensive, depending on whether you want them in ply, hardwood, or MDF. If you're going for the MDF, make sure that it's moisture treated, and you're going to paint it anyway. Join me on this one and I will show you how it fits together. Catch you in a bit. So the object is to get this flat packed bed furniture from the camper van and turn it into this. A pull-out design, very sturdy construction. Solid MDF, which is moisture protected. And that is what they give you. So if you like pictures and diagrams, you're not going to get it. But if you read it, it actually makes sense. So when I first looked at it, I thought, well, it's given me the parts that's in here, and it's given me the instructions briefly. But if you read through it a couple of times, it is pretty self-explanatory. And the reason being, all the parts have been machined so they can only fit one way. So when you get it delivered to your door, it comes in two packages. The packages, you open the package and there's two of everything, because two of these makes a 6'3" bed. Now you can get them smaller, but this giving you side by side a 6'3", so you can have it single, double, you can have that. Under storage, hinges are all included in there, so it's given plenty of storage. And it's a pull-out design to make a double bed. It is very, very sturdy construction, and all the screws are supplied that you need. Okay, so how do we turn this into this? Well, I looked online. There are no videos that I could find. It's a good price. It's £190, and that's moisture treated MDF. Delivered is a little bit extra. You can pick it up. It was quite local to me, so I went and picked it up from a company called Convertervan.co.uk. And it come very, very well packed. Everything that you need, you just need to assemble it. It would be easy, and I've seen reviews on people, if they put the drill holes, but then you're going to pay more for it. And it's pretty self-explanatory and very easy to do. So let's crack on with it, and I'll show you how they go together. Okay, so it's a bit fidgety to do on your own. You could do with the help of two people, but this is basically the way that it goes. So you have your two side panels, and as you can see these grooves, there's two sections in that one in that, and one in the back. That is exactly the same on the other side. So that panel, the first panel, has two grooves. It can only go one way. That section is longer than that section, so you can't get it the wrong way around. So you put your two side panels at either side, you put in your struts across the top, which you can't get wrong, and this one only has one section. So your main structure is your two sides, your two top parts, and then you have a strip at the back which hasn't got any grooves in, and that fits in that, as you can see here. And that's the strengthening structure for the back. Pilot hole your drills, and then put your screws and sink them. You've got two across there, two across there, two across the bottom, and that gives you the sturdy construction. The next part is this section. This needs to go in the front to firm up and secure that.
This section is a cutout for the hinges, so you need to make sure that that is at the bottom, and then we screw that together. And that gives the basis of your base structure. The next section is to secure the back. Now again, one side is thinner than the other, so it can only go one way. But always test line it first. When you're happy with the line, we now fix this with the medium-sized screws, which are these. So now, as you can see, that's the fixed section, that's the sliding section. So this now has made the basis of a really good sturdy unit. I already put a hole. I don't want handles on there, so I can use that. So I've just used a little hole cutter to do that. This is the drawer front. Now this will go any way up. I've measured that and it's exactly the same upside down as it is inside out. So you line it up so it's an equal gap all the way around. So try and get it equal as you can. Then we take the hinges as supplied, crack that open. The quick release these as well. So if you do need to remove it, you push that button down, it ejects that and you can take it off. So if you want to just remove it for any reason whatsoever, maintenance, adjustments, etc., they're fully adjustable. That's how you do it. You slide that section upside down into that section, the two grooves there, and you press and click. Again, to release, you press that button and it clicks again. You can't get this wrong. As long as you get them straight, it's pretty much as easy as that. Again, on the second one, make sure that slides upside down in there, push and click. Make sure that's level. And with the smaller screws, we'll attach those. Now you don't need to pilot drill these because they don't go in that far. Another thing that they supply is this. We just peel off the protective layer. And this goes just enough to stop it going all the way in. So about there. Like so. On the back and on the front, that little lip just stops it going all the way in, and that keeps it up. Job's a good one. Now, of all the construction, this is the only bit which I found the instructions wasn't very clear, and that was on these sliders. You could see what there was, and when you look at the front and you follow the step-by-step guide, as I have done and shown you, there's only one place for these to go. So the rounded edges obviously go in there. And then they need to attach on here. But the thing is, in order to get the perfect slide, as you can see, that one's now not straight. The one I did earlier was straight. So what you need to do is measure out exactly where it's going to be, put a pencil mark, and what I didn't try to drill it here. I took the complete assembly off, which I'll show you in a second, line it up, then pre-drill it and screw it in. So what I've done, I've drawn round, measured out, and I've marked. I've drilled from the inside on the out. I've lined that up, and then I've made the pilot holes. The same on the other side. Now I've just got to make sure that they line up with this line. And then that should be straight. Let's get a couple of screws in and check it before we commit fully. So now we can pilot hole the rest and screw them in. So there you have it. It took approximately half an hour each side. You will make a couple of little mistakes. You will need some adjustments, but they're pretty easy to do. Follow the step by step and you can't really go wrong. They've been cut so well. They're very, very well made. They're sturdy, heavy, and it's just what I needed. It's not going to float about in the back of the car when I'm driving. I'll fix this securely to the back of the van. I've used other methods before, but this one seems to work very well. 190 quid. It's moisture treated. I just need to give it a lick of paint, get some cushions on there, and it's ready for its first trip out. The next episode, we'll get this in the van and we'll see how that fits. I've also got a unit which I need to cut down and fit in there as well. Then we're pretty much seeing the bones of the conversion. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. Any comments, leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Mick and you've been watching Rad Riders. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.